Because of my childhood, because of my past, because of the trauma, I think that my early relationships with boys became like band-aids.
Been through the pages of my old journals, with every turn another memory.
Hello, welcome back to another episode of Journaling Through the Years. I am Leah, and this is the series on this channel where I read through these journal entries from all of my life, and we're almost done with this journal. And it's from my freshman year of high school. We've been discussing my first ever boyfriend, crushes, all that through the times that we've been in here. Just like I said last week on the last episode, we're still doing the fundraiser for my friend Glamour Dave Nino for his mother, so she can afford to cover all the expenses that are overdue, that she needs to cover for her funeral and end of life memorial, such things. And then also moving forward, she needs help getting on her feet. And also, I still have the Trevor Project for fundraiser for Trevor Project that's tied to my film I Am Fine. So 50% of the proceeds go to the Trevor Project, as well as the rest of it goes to help recoup expenses from making the film, producing it, all of that. So all of those links will be down below. You can check out the Trevor Project, the GoFundMe, all that fun stuff. So here we are. Last time we met, I broke up with Emberd. And that was sad, but I was better off for it. And I was thinking, well, I should just play the field and learn new things, and just, that's it. And I didn't. I think I tried to for a bit, because I had some bad friends. I had some bad friends, freshman year to sophomore year. May 18th, 1994. Dear Diary, it's very late on Wednesday night. I'm having trouble sleeping lately because of, oh no, because of Emberd and Not Sandler. He has a first name is Sandler, but he's not Sandler. I flirted with him Monday at Keystone. What is Keystone? I have no idea what Keystone was. It was some group I was going to, and some youth groupy thing. I don't know. And as usual, my imagination went wild. Okay, so this is when I would start to, Disney, Hollywood movies, you're raised on that. You're told that, happily ever after. And yet at the same time, this guy just is like a teenager with lots of hormones, and he's like, she's hot, I'll flirt with her, and it's fun. So I never knew how to separate and really understand. So everybody I would flirt with, I'd be like, you're the one. And you know what? I still did it, even till recently. That's part of my having a relationship addiction, boys and girls. Okay. But maybe that's okay. Maybe every girl does that when she likes a guy. Maybe. I don't know. Do you? And maybe like I think in junior high, kind of high school, early high school mentality, even probably late elementary school, it's common to have those kind of crushes and be a little obsessive of that. But I think I was maybe a little more. Because of my childhood, because of my past, because of the trauma, I think that my early relationships with boys became like band-aids. And became like Harry Anderson, like looking towards something outside of me to fill me with the love that I was not getting elsewhere. And yeah. Oh, this is before H. I got together with that one guy, and then H dated him after my after like an hour after he broke up with me. So here comes H. Let's see. H was obsessed with V, and that was all in her mind. Trust me. Yeah, this girl. Oh God. she was a writer, but she would write stories where she would make herself like the best friend of the popular girls and like dating one of the popular boys, and then she would show them, and of course it would freak them out a little bit. They're like, what is going on here? There's a whole narrative, and it was kind of obsessive and crazy. Not to mention then, you know, she did what she did. She still went after my boyfriend an hour later after I'd broken up with me, and then she I had a male best friend in high school, and she liked him, but he liked me, and so it was always like this weird sort of competition or trying to get what I had. It was weird. Okay. So there's something not quite right with that girl. And that's why I'm not saying her last name, her real name, because she's still in the world. And even though I have unfriended her finally, she's still in the world. And if she sees this, she'll be like, hey, you unfriended me. So I won't say her name. Okay. I also think I'm becoming obsessed with M. Bird and Not Sandler now. Okay. M. Bird. I'm obsessed with him. Remember how I was like, it's okay, we can see other people. And also, I still like M. Bird that I broke up with, and then there's this Not Sandler guy who we were flirting with for a minute, and he was not a good kisser. I like two guys at once more. You're the two that I want. Polyamory. Okay. Baby polyamory. Okay. Anyways, going. That wasn't a thing back then, really. I mean, it was probably a thing. It just wasn't something people talked about or even acknowledged. Not like it really is today. Anyways, move on. I learned today from E, who found out from MF. I learned from E that found out that Not Sandler was very close to asking me to prom, but for some reason he didn't. I'm going to go to another prom at another school, but I didn't because when that was the same time. Yeah. So M Bird's prom was in March, and then I guess in May there was some other proms, including at my school. And M. Bird was going to ask me to come to his prom, but he didn't. Not Sandler. Probably Not Sandler didn't ask me to go to prom with him because he liked me, but he was like, you just broke up with M. Bird, and that's kind of weird. And I was like, why didn't you? And also, notice I was just, like, then this was, I think all my friends were doing it too at the time, but my friend was... Like, I wasn't sitting with the pain of losing M. Bird. I was just busying myself with another boy and other friends and drinking and parties and all of that. Unlike Go Ask Alice, I'm admitting that these are my journals. Just kidding, that's propaganda. It's a hoax. Okay, where was I? What stopped him, I wonder? Well, I'll tell you. You just broke up with M. Bird. I would have said yes in a flash. In a flash? Anyways, so basically all week, and since I was going out with M. Bird, I would talk and think about him. And now I'm thinking about Not Sandler. Whatever shall I do? Okay, first of all, sit with your pain. Try to discover your own interests. And... yeah, those two things. And don't look to another person to be your healing and your rescuing and to define yourself. There, that's what you should do. I don't talk as much as I used to, maybe because M. Bird, Not Sandler, are all in my mind and I don't want to bore anyone. Well, that's good. That's good. I don't talk as much as I used to. That's all I'm thinking about is these stupid boys. I was almost going to say a word not appropriate. Okay. Let me think. Okay. Maybe when I start to think about them, oh, here we go. I should start doing something else, like schoolwork, or talk to a friend about something entirely different. Good on you. When I'm home, I will read more, watch TV, listen to music, talk on the phone to my friends, write in my diary. Hi. Anything to keep my mind off them so much. Good for you. What happened? Why didn't I follow this like the rest of my life? This is good advice I'm telling myself now. And then I guess that'll help some. If only I knew about that method with wait, what was he? Ugly Hat Boy? No, I'm sorry. If only oh god, that's horrible. I guess that'll help some, because I was obsessive, and remember we Rootable Evil Boy, I got really obsessed with him, and it was like the first time I had limerence. There's gonna be, yeah. And so I think I was already discovering this propensity to have obsessive kind of compulsions based on, most likely, I'm not OCD, or I don't have OCD or anything like that, but based on a coping mechanism to find healing in another person, and also a kind of escape, like, this is reality, this is my reality that I see, it's so scary that I'm going to escape into something else that's more fun, because last time I saw this person, it was more fun, so I'm going to make up a whole story and life with them that doesn't exist, but it'll be safe. Okay. So I'd done that with Root of All Evil Boy. Lord boy. Maybe if I tried it. Okay, if only I knew about that method with Root of All Evil Boy. Well, you learn. I'll just tell myself now, you learn as you go. That's life. Maybe if I try this, which I will. There's a parentheses, which I will. Then I won't jump to conclusions and make up stories that might not ever come true. Of course they're not. They're stories. Like, you can't make somebody... Oh, but I wish I could have Embered back. I know it's not my fault, that it's because he wanted to spend time with his friends for their last summer. I believe that. At least my heart does. What? And most of my brain. I mean, I love Embered and trust him very much. What? Okay. And can relate because of the closeness with my friends. But still, there's a part of me that wishes she could have gone back and changed everything. Oh, there's a part of me that could go back and change everything. Okay, that's what it is. I'm saying that I wish she go back. But isn't how it always is. Isn't that how it always is, maybe? I don't know. I mean, prom, I was very quiet, felt awkward, and like a little girl. I was with all these seniors, and I didn't know anyone from the school. Wait a minute. Take away little awkward girl, and you have quiet. I would have been more talkative, like I was with him alone, like on the bus ride in the car with these people that I don't even know anymore, and just other times. Maybe when I talk to him again, I'll say, hey, Amber, let's react. Let's react prom? He'll wonder why. I'll say, because it's something I have to do. Like, I'll say, we'll get dressed nicely. Not in a tux and prom dress, but nicely. Go to SF and party all night. I will call him tomorrow for the last time and tell him that and about B's party. I guess my friend B was having a party. It won't be the last time I call him, just on my own and not for a while. I restrained myself from calling Root of All Evil Boy. I restrained myself from calling D, which is a boy that is my brother's friend that I guess I sort of had a crush on, or he had a crush on me. I don't know. So I can restrain myself from calling Embered. I feel like Embered is winning here when it comes to nicknames. I mean, last time we had Root of All Evil Boy, who is still my friend, and he's still... It will be hard, I know, when he has been such a big and wonderful part of my life for the last 2 months. 2 months. We're only together 2 months. But I can't keep calling him, eventually annoying him like I have done in the past. Oh, and definitely no cranking him, calling him and hanging up, leaving messages on his machine. And mostly I won't act crazy or stupid to try to impress him. So that was something I did. Not necessarily with Root of All Evil Boy, maybe a little Root of All Evil Boy. Yes, with Root of All Evil Boy, with D from school, with a guy that I went to. He was in a class that I went to at in a summer camp, day camp, at the local college, acting class, and I'd done that a lot where I called a lot, and then if they didn't, and I had, partly it was due to Bad A's influence. She was doing it a lot because she was unhealthy and still is. But I have to say, yes, I did that. Okay. And not in my late 20s, or did too, when I was in my, early on in my breakdown, I resorted to those behaviors. Okay. It's all coming out. That's part of the process of doing these journals and becoming an artist soul coach, is sharing everything and letting everyone know and being authentic. Okay. My life is full without M. Bird or Not Sandler or any other guy for that matter. I don't need guys. I have a wonderful full life ahead of me. You do. I am mature and beautiful enough. I can have fun without them. I can be alone without being bored. That had happened a lot. I have a permit test to study for in America. And just, I don't know if this still goes on nowadays, but back then in the 90s, drivers, you would have to go to driver's education, and then you would study and go to the DMV and get a driver's permit. Then you would take driver's training, and then you would go and take the official driver's license test. So it was a written test. That was pretty easy for me to pass. I have lots of cool friends. I belong to Keystone. What is Keystone? I have no idea what Keystone is. It's something we went to at the Boys and Girls Club for a while. I think we stopped, I don't remember doing it after, maybe freshman year. I have a cat named Jamocha. A diary. Special classes? Like drama and voice. Okay, yeah, I have drama. I took drama and voice lessons. And I love myself. Good for you. Good for you. I think she did at this point. I think it developed, and more heartbreaks and hardships in life, and bad, abusive people, I stopped. But at that point, I think I did have an affection for myself, but also I probably didn't, actually. I probably was saying it to try to boost my ego, make myself feel better. But, yeah. Good. At least I said it. Every time I look at myself in the mirror, I will say, I don't need M. Bird or Not Sandler. I have a great life. I'm going to say that now. People are like, who is these people? No. Nothing will keep me from flirting, though, except if M. Bird suddenly decides he wants me back, or Not Sandler likes me and he asks me out. If that's the case, then a girl has to do what a girl has to do. I'll go for it. Live life to the fullest. Love always, Jules. So one more call to M. Bird to tell him we have to reenact prom. But no more! P.S. I'm not going down the obsession road again. I already found my way back. So I don't know, but I probably did. Actually, I know I did, because all the way up into my grown-up life, until maybe recently when I finally re-entered therapy in 2019, and yeah, it's something I still deal with to some degree. I'm better at hiding it, but I think it's something I still deal with as somebody with a sex and love addiction. More love, not sex. Love and relationship addiction. Looking to other people to fill something inside, or to, like any addiction, to cover up, to use a Band-Aid, to not deal with the pain. Frequently bad relationships, frequently obsessions. So this was the beginning, and I was telling myself not to, and I think I meant well. That's all. I'm going to leave it at that. So with that, I'm going to sign off. I'll see you at another time. And go ahead and hit subscribe and comment and all that good stuff if you choose to. Remember to check out the GoFundMe to help my friend Dorothy with her, who's dealing with the loss of her son, my friend David Nino. And also, if you want, check out the t-shirt or the Trevor Project fundraiser. Jesus Loves Queer. Thank you very much, and talk later. Bye.
I can't get away from the